So welcome to another show in Sandon. We're on top of a bucket line. We're following it way up the mountain, been a long ways. This is really cool. It's an old riveted one. Well, looks like winter's on its way. We're hiking up to Idaho Peak, but now there's a little bit of a hailstorm here and it's starting to snow. But I don't know how good of a view we're going to have up here. Looks like the hail's quit for the moment anyways. But yeah, we're in the middle of September, so you know, it's that time of year. I mean, pretty soon she's going to be all snowed in. There's some mines up here. I don't know. But it just keeps piling up. Yeah, now the snow's starting again. Yeah, there's downtown Silverton. Used to be drizzling down there, but we're quite high up here. I'm not sure, about over 8,000 feet, I think. There, we got sucked into following another one of these tram lines. There, I found a tram tower. Very few of these still left standing. Just barely seen it too. There's the big tram tower still standing, overlooking the powerhouse and some of other parts of Sandon there. It's right above the Ruth Hope, this one. So we're just down the hill from that big tram, the big tram tower, and then there's looks like an ore bin there. The cables ran over from that, and here is another bull wheel. So kind of strange if you look at the how this is set up here. Oh, there's an ore chute here. This is another tram line. I don't think it's hooked up to that. The one that we just saw with the big tower. This looks like where it would start. To me, looks like it was loaded up here. Yeah, this looks like where this started right here. They loaded ore and down it went, I think. Yeah. Pretty massive bull wheel. And again, I don't see a power unit for it. I don't know how it was driven. Yeah, it doesn't look that this is where it started by the looks of it. It must have been an ore bin there. They dumped, looks like they dumped it into this ore bin here and then reloaded it and went down. They did that lots of times. If it was really steep going down, it was just too much weight for the tram line, so they just split it into two. So it's kind of a reload station. So I think that's what this was. They broke the ore, dumped it off, and then reloaded on another tram to come down the hill. You can see where the spring and everything is there, where the release was for it. And it's way up in the trees in some place. Some places it's up like, I don't know, 50 feet or 75 feet up in the trees. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the end of this mine, but we'll try. Pretty tough going. Goes across these gullies, they're real steep. Wish the tram line was still running. It'd be a lot easier to ride up here in these buckets than it is hiking up over this steep bloody mountainside. You notice the cables, there's two cables, and you see this cable is hooked to the bucket. The top cable up there is what those two idler wheels run on. So the top cable doesn't move, it's only this bottom cable that moves. Yeah, this is the powerhouse where the tram line was running from, where the motor for the tram was. There's a building here, and everything was here to power the tram. Yeah, there we go. There's the big old bull wheel. Pretty steep here, so I'm going to go rolling down there. We have arrived at a camp. We is me and you. And it looks like there's a shack here, a cabin or something that fell down quite a long time ago by the looks of things. So as luck would have it, we're like, I don't know, 200 feet from here, and we intersected a road after bashing through that bush all morning on a steep mountainside. We went, see how steep that is? So we went crossways across that face, and a long ways up this gully too. So, but the good thing about that is it'll be easier going home, which would be appreciated. Wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so wet. You know, it was snowing here yesterday, and snow's kind of melted. It's just around freezing, but it's very wet. So you're basically wet from the waist down. Big steam boiler. So that, I bet you that ran the tramway. What kind of bricks we got here? Ash Bloomberg, Spokane, Washington. Oh yeah, there's a boiler, and it had a little kind of a stone thing built around it. Yeah, this is obviously a very old camp, because we're seeing some handmade nails, and the buildings are, you know, to the point where they're almost rotted right back into the ground. You know, there wasn't a fire or nothing. It's just so all we see really is just the odd rusty can. Oh, there's some nails. There's some smaller nails. There's nothing. The building's just a little pile of brick and some rotten boards, a piece of glass. You know, so this is been a very long time since this was used for anything. So here's the chimney. Well, I guess was here. So you see some bricks. But there's the road to the mine. So let's have a look and see the reason we came here. See, there's a couple old shovels. And I can see an adit up there, eh? Yeah. This is a pretty cool camp. And we're just below the snow, so it was snowing yesterday. But it's melting today, and so here we are in this kind of a bowl. There's a bunch of track there, and there's an adit right there. We'll see if we can get into that one. Then we also see an adit up there. I don't know if we're going to have a chance to get up to that one today. So we are a little wet here. Well, not we so much more me, I guess. You guys are probably nice and dry. As we're just drying our clothes out, and we're going to have a look at this adit here, go for a hike. Pretty old cart because it's all riveted, right? There's a couple of nice axles. And those actually have wheel bearings in them. They're not the real old ones. That's hard to say, you know. This mine was probably operated for quite a few years. Okay, so let's have a look underground and see if we can find anything interesting in this mine. Pretty fair size adit here. A little warmer in here than it is outside. Outside it's rather close to freezing. I don't expect to see any bats here, but there is. We did have a monitor we could put in here. Pretty high altitude. So again, this is probably a silver mine. Silver was king around here. A decent sized ore cart, so good chance that this will be pretty substantial. Like I say, with a big tram line going in here. Went for a long ways. Now look at that vein there. Yeah, a fair bit of stuff is falling down here. But you can kind of see the nature of the rock too. Kind of pretty crumbly. Oh, some ties. I've ever seen this aluminum airline. Saw some of that in another mine around here. Pretty cool looking airline. Really easy to put together. Don't really even have any proper boots today. We just got these hiking, waterproof hiking. They're new, but they're supposed to be waterproof. But we got some dry socks in this. There, this is totally collapsed from the top. Can smell rats. Yeah. You're looking back towards the portal. Not too far away. Well, we don't run into a huge amount of water, but they're pretty much soaked all the way to the crock anyhow, so I had to walk through all the very wet bush all day, so oh well, we might not get too much further here. We're seeing some sulfides in here. No echo in here at all. It's very, I don't know, it just absorbs all the sound. This rock is so soft. Doesn't mean it's unstable, but it's soft. Oh, there's a collapse there. I bet you there'd be a big pool of water on the other side of it too. Just some softer material here. Disturbed area. Oh, look at that fuzz in here. Looks like a rabbit coat pelt. Yeah, pretty big collapse in here. Yeah, probably pretty unstable. This isn't the kind of place you'd want to be if it fell. Better talk really quiet. Oh, look how wet that is. We walk the rock on this aluminum pipe for a while till we fall off of it. Again. This is the only part of the weed that's going to get wet. There's no ladder. Yeah, it looks like lead. Maybe some silver in here. Huh. These are all timbered sections that we're worried about when it was mined, I guess. It was unstable then. Ain't gotten any better since. Not very often to see timber sections in a mine unless you get some real soft stuff. Kind of funny when the timbering's fallen down, but the rock's still there. Oh, the house always looking better. There we go. Well, looking drier further up, anyways. So this is the kind of a mine where this could possibly be a tunnel and not an adit. You never know. So the difference, of course, is that a tunnel has two entrances. Goes out the other side of the mountain. It would go right through the mountain. An adit's just like a one-way tunnel. Doesn't seem to go in a long ways. So this just goes straight. We haven't seen a bit of a turn or anything all the way in here. Straight shot in here. It looked like it was part of a... Oh, there's an old sledgehammer and part of a barrel. A ladder. Oh, we got a raise here. An ore chute. Going up. Pretty wet. Some little trough there was for tools. They bring their tools up. Pretty old ore chute, old gate. We'll go do a little more swimming. It always keeps looking like it's going to get better. Well, there's a skip car. So we saw that trough going up there. That skip car would have went in that trough. And to hold the tools and stuff up higher levels. Oh, look how silvery that is, eh? It looks almost like chrome. Oh, that's weird. I don't know, we'll see what it is. See what it looks like on the outside. Okay. Well, there's a big old air tank. And everything else is collapsed past here, so can't get any further. Oh, look at the switch. Isn't that cool? Huh. It's a valve. That's interesting, eh? What's in here? Good little dynamite. Look at it. Doesn't look really old, but what does it say? Thermite. Yeah. Whole bunch of cord and a whole case of explosives. Well, 2/3 of a case. Thermalite. Okay, that's it for this adit. We thought we saw a mountain goat up there, but turns out it's just that white rock. Pretty sure that's a white rock. So we're on top of a place where there was an adit. And a little road there, I don't know where it goes, we just went straight up. And then the adit was here one time. But it's caved in. And the reason we came all this way is if you look at the top there, there's an adit there. The reason we're interested in going there is the tram line goes all the way up to the top. So I figured, well, it must be something pretty cool there. You see the line, there's the line. Should be able to see the tram cable going all the way down. And then on the way down we're going to go check this other one. It's that one right there. Yeah, that looks like a pretty substantial one too. Oh, there you can see the tram cable now in the middle of the picture. I think if we looked over the top of that ridge, we'd be looking down on Silverton. And I think we'd be looking towards Idaho Peak in that area there. So we're pretty high up. You see the mountains up in the Alpines for a bit of snow up there. We're going to go up there today, but I'm going to be stuck in the snow, so there's not so much snow on this side. So it's middle of September, so it's getting to be that time of year where pretty soon we can't get up here anymore. Yeah, they're goats, they're not sheep. They're pretty big. They almost look like rocks, but they're moving, so. There, we made it to this portal, and we'll have a look in a minute. The reason we hiked all the way up here is this is where the tram ends. So this is the setup for the top. There's a break there, so I would say this is probably a gravity tram, this part. And then they just had 2 carts, and they run the stuff down the hill from there, so. Yeah, a long ways down. There's still another portal above us we're going to have a look at in a minute. Yeah, see there's a brake band. These are both brakes. It's the brake band here. Brakes. There's brakes on that side too, so this is a gravity tram. The way it works is just had a full bucket and an empty bucket, so you fill your bucket up here and then you send it down and it would bring the empty one up, so it didn't need any power. There's the rest of it. Old wheelbarrow. Alright, so this doesn't look like a really big portal. Small track. Oh, there's a carbide. It's an old miner's lamp, a carbide lamp at the bottom of it. Neat, eh? You never know what kind of junk you'll find in here. Okay, it's a shovel. There's a Jim Crow. They use that for bending the track, right? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go for a tour then. We'll better put this in here. We don't want to lose that carbide. Take that with us. Could imagine this going in dew for him. Oh, there's rats up here. That's what that nest is from. Must be old. Oh, see, it's pretty narrow in here. Oh, wow, that's surprising. They got a vent in here. I wouldn't have thought that would be ventilated. The rat highway in there. The rats have been running in it. Yeah, there's another portal above us. So we'll see how far we can get in here. Yeah, they didn't take out any more rock than they had to in here. So it must go to a deposit. Well, this is kind of falling down a bit in here, but still seems pretty safe. Oh, got a little Y here. Over to the right, obviously. It won't take us very far. Alright. Go to the right again. See how that works? Oh, there's an old saw. Timber saw. We're cutting timbers. A little wet here. Dripping off the back. Yeah. Okay. Remember, the ceiling in a mine is called the back, and the walls are called the ribs. It's like you're inside a carcass. Oh wow. There's a mine car. Not a bad size either. Nice little guy. Not in too bad a shape. Alright. It's not really a very heavy car. I bet I can flip it over. Let's just try, just for the fun of it. Let's see. Missing a couple wheels. A riveted car, yeah. Didn't have non-greasing wheels, no wheel bearings. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty light car, not real heavy. It's fairly thin. The box is fairly thin on it. Not a very heavy car. Neat though. So we're definitely following minerals here because see we're going back and forth. Following a lead, they call that. And that's going to be it. We were expecting this, oh maybe not, to go too far because we're way up the bloody mountains. That's only a small little tunnel. There's a little stoped area in here. I bet you they got a lot of lead or silver out of here, I bet. Yeah. Mined it out of this cavity. And you gotta wonder how the hell they'd ever find it. How would they know there was silver here, huh? Yeah. Oh, that wasn't bad. Cool little mine. And a neat little car. Wheelbarrows. Yeah. Doesn't look like it goes up very far. Looks like a good solid ladder. I don't know. That's how we always get into trouble, right? So that doesn't look too bad. You know, that ladder looks pretty good. Probably doesn't go too far. Should we go up there? Didn't go up too far. This is where this little horseshoe was. It's the only raise that we had. Goes up here. And it's just a big stoped out area. Not a big stoped out area. A stoped out area. Up here they mine this little pocket out. Or it went up this way and then pinched out, I guess. Well, there's a pretty good shot of a high altitude mine. The only cool thing about working these mines is you get this beautiful view. Sit here and have your lunch, eh? So that probably, Ida Peak could be on that side, I imagine. And the goats took off. And we're going to keep climbing. See if we can catch up to them goats. Well, unfortunately it looks like we got skunked on this one, so looks like the porthole's right here because the tracks are there, so she's totally covered up. Well, so we're at the very top, and now we can start climbing back down. There, another one of those iconic shots on a mountain mine, way up, high up there, and see another ore cart there, perched on the edge. Here's another adit we can get into, luckily, and this will be the last one that we're going to get into today. The bottom one, and we still got a long ways to go back. And we walked all the way down to the bottom of the valley, so we still got to walk all the way back down. So looks like there is another one up there, but I don't know how far it goes in. We're probably not going to have time to get into that one. Oh, another thing that was kind of interesting, I'm not sure what this was a part of, but there's some writing on here. Looks like a Fairbanks Standard number 4. No idea what that was. Looks like part of a furnace or something. Maybe. Oh, that was from Thanksgiving dinner a few years back. Oh, there's another carbide lamp. Wow. Cool one. Yeah. I found 2 carbide lamps in one day. Amazing, huh? Oh no, that's a drill. Yeah. Whole drill. We can get past this little cave in here. Huh. Not looking like it. Huh. Well, that wasn't too exciting. Yeah, sometimes you walk a long ways and don't get very far. Yeah, I don't think we'll try to. No, we couldn't get through there anyhow. I don't think. We're going to try anyways. Alright, so that's it for this. Well, that's too bad. I bet you it was a pretty good portal one. I'm sure it was, because look how much waste rock there was here. So, well, that's the way it goes. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little trip up in the Idaho Peak Mines. And tomorrow I think we'll be getting up into those mountains there behind us. Up in the snow, way up in the Alpine. So kind of our last chance to get up there this year. And there's a part of a track switch. So well, I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you guys next week from the top of that mountain there.